Hello! I have a haul for you as soon as I go over my weekly goals for week 25 in the MäksēLife planner. So stick around because it is another planner and some stickers and other goodies from ProcrastiplannerEtc. Hello, this is Katie from Crafting Ruby Dreams and welcome to my channel where I talk about planners, goal setting, writing, publishing, and getting right with my finances. I'm going to start off with a recap of how I did with week 24 in my MäksēLife planner, which should be fairly fresh in your head if you are watching as I post these because I just posted it a couple days ago. Now I'm filming this on Saturday, which means I still have a little over a day to still finish some of the tasks in week 24. But overall, I think I did a pretty good job, especially with the spiritual and personal development area of life, because I had a number of calls that were all really early on in the week. And I have been slowly working my way through the exercises for this week and month, frankly, of Club Moxie. I let the first half of the month slide with that because of the move and getting all sorted and the road trips. So there was just a lot of other stuff going on in my life, and so therefore that had to take a bit of a back seat. The area of life that I don't want to say I did the worst in, because it wasn't worst, it just didn't get prioritized to the top the way some other areas of life did, mainly because of harder appointments and frankly a little bit more interest in getting things done in those areas of life. And that was the personal area of life, where the primary area that I really kind of wanted to do was doing 2 meditation sessions in the Peloton app, and I just did not get around to doing it. And I'm realizing I really need to question my commitment to that particular task. And I'll get into that a little bit later because, spoiler alert, I put it on again for this coming week. The fun and recreation area of life also got a little deprioritized. And again, I'm not feeling that bad about it. Also, like I said, I still have about a day or so to do some of that. So with timing and everything, we'll see how Father's Day goes, because I might still be able to fit in some of those goals for the week 24. Overall, I'm really happy with how the week went. It was a bit unbalanced in terms of how I spent my time because I had a lot of things crammed into the first half of the week, between personal life stuff, doing YouTube and Instagram stuff for Crafting Ruby Dreams, as well as day job stuff. There was just a lot of things crammed in to the first half of the week. And I want to talk about that a little bit because with everything that has been going on for the last 2.5 weeks, as well as the prep time for the move and making sure everything was in order, on Wednesday, my body was just done. It was just ready to rest, and it was basically forcing me to rest because despite getting at least 7 hours of pretty decent sleep, I could not stay awake. I was having some serious trouble staying awake. So for my morning break, I took a nap. I took a power nap. I needed it. I did feel a bit better, but I still needed more sleep. I finished what my primary work task was, and I told my boss, I communicated to my boss as soon as I've got back up from my nap in the morning and got logged back into work. I communicated to him and said, hey, look, everything is catching up to me. I need to take some sick time. My priority right now is to finish this task, but as soon as I'm done with that, whenever I'm done with that, I am logging off and taking sick time for the rest of the day. And he was like, oh yeah, totally. So I really appreciate my boss. He's a very considerate and understanding and thoughtful manager, and I wish that type of manager for everyone. I know it's not always possible because I've had not great managers, to put it kindly. So because of that, I am so incredibly appreciative of my boss being the way he is. So he was very supportive of me taking sick leave for the rest of the day once I finished what I wanted to finish. And so I did that. And honestly, Friday was a bit weird too because I had not planned on being off of work for that day. I had not planned on taking time. I was not expecting there to be a federal holiday at all, trying to respect and commemorate the reasons why Juneteenth exists and acknowledging that, and taking advantage for this unexpected day of rest, essentially, for me after what had been a very busy, stressful, mentally energy depleting time period for me. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. But I would strongly urge those of you who are at all interested in commemorating Juneteenth and raising awareness and wanting to pay homage to why Juneteenth exists in the first place, please, 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 if you are looking to spend money, please spend that money with Black-owned and Black-led shops, organizations, everything. I am so happy that I am able to show you ProcrastiplannerEtc after I go over my weekly goals. It is owned by Adrienne Mischel, who is a personal friend of mine. I have shown her stuff on my channel before, and I am just so happy for her. She recently crossed the 10,000 sales mark on Etsy, so I totally want to celebrate that. And in fact, this is my order from her sale to celebrate that milestone. And so please, 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 please be conscious of how you spend your money and make a point to spend your money with Black-owned and Black-led businesses. So thank you very much for that. And on to my weekly goals for week 25 in my MäksēLife planner. So the first area of life is going to be the personal area of life. And once again, I am attempting to do 2 meditation sessions in the Peloton app. I keep thinking that that is an easy goal, but I'm having trouble accomplishing even one. So at the end of this month, I'm going to have to do some very serious reflection and thought, and I just may not try to do that again for a little bit, because for as much as I do need to develop a meditation routine, and I do well with meditation, I can sink into the exercises fairly easily. It's not a block with regards to that as much as my sense of prioritization and not prioritizing doing things like that, especially since I am already doing therapy on a weekly basis. I am doing other personal development things on a weekly basis that I find joy and relaxation in from doing. Since I'm already doing those other things, it's really kind of hard to feel like I need to make space and time for these meditations. Even though these meditation sessions can be as short as 5 minutes, they're not long at all if I don't want them to be long. So I'm hoping that I can take the very conscious break, maybe as part of my lunch break, to go and do at least 1 session, preferably 2. And then I didn't really get a chance this week with everything going on to get started with the memory planning for week 23. One of the things I want to do for that, I actually took my Canon IV printer back to DC and left it there, so I don't have that with me in order to print out photos, and I have a number of photos that I do want to print out. There is a Walgreens literally around the corner from my parents' house, so I can send a print job to there. I just need to get back into the Walgreens app and figure out how to use it, since I don't routinely go to Walgreens in DC. And then doing my weekly planning for the following week, I want to have it on my intentions list so I don't forget, and it's in the forefront of my brain that I want to make time for this. For the fun and recreation area of life, I once again want to try to read for 30 minutes. Again, this is not one 30-minute block. This can be spread out over like 3 10-minute periods, 6 5-minute periods, whatever. I want to get reading fiction again, so I think this is a relatively easy intention, but we'll see. The other thing I want to do, because this is actually one of my listed monthly goals, is to identify 5 money-free activities that I can focus on doing once I'm back in DC, and frankly the rest of the summer, as my money is going to be tighter with having to pay rent again. And then this is another monthly goal, is to work on my leave plan for the rest of the year, because I need to figure out how I'm going to most efficiently spend my time and how much time I'm going to have to spend with family around the holidays and make appropriate plans for that. For the work and learning area of life, since the day job has pretty much gotten back on track, I decided not to put any goals related to that on this week's list, and I'm sticking to posting to Instagram at least 3 times this week, producing 2 YouTube videos, which I'm slowly getting back on task with that, and I'm really looking forward to and having these videos available for you. I'm really happy to be getting back on schedule. My third goal for this area of life is to finish all of the scripts that remain for the MäksēLife Areas of Life series of videos, which I really hope you're enjoying, as I'm finding it personally useful to go through and delve into each area of life as it's relating to some of the work I'm doing in Club Moxie this month. For the family and relationships area of life, I only have one goal, and this is to contact a friend from the romance genre who also lives here in Chicago to set up a date for us to get together before I have to go back to DC, since things are opening up in Chicago and we are both fully vaccinated. And so she's somebody who I really enjoy spending time with, and I really haven't seen in a number of years because she had stepped back from actively pursuing publication in the romance genre in favor of doing a full-time job, which was very social justice oriented, and I was very happy to support her in the work that she was doing with that, and we obviously have stayed in touch, but I am looking forward to seeing her since she hasn't been going to conferences and events that I have attended over the last few years. For the health and wellness area of life, I only have one goal for this area too, and that is to get back to routinely drinking 60 ounces of water minimum. So I have fallen away from doing that, and I really want to get back to it. I would prefer to drink more than 60 ounces of water, but I want to at least hit 60 ounces of water a day. For the spiritual and personal growth area of life, this is the most packed area for this week because I have a micro coaching call with the Better Faster Academy's Patreon group, and I'm really looking forward to that. That's actually going to be next Sunday. And then I have a lot of work with Club Moxie that I want to get back on doing. I've actually done a lot of the groundwork for these, but I want to refine what I have been doing and get it as polished as I can be. So that's what all of the weeks of the month are listed here for. I want to spend time polishing each area of life that corresponds to that particular week. And then it is time for the quarterly assessment. I could probably wait until next week in order to do this, but I have a lot of stuff that I want to do with regards to the end of the month and the end of the quarter. So I'm just putting it on this week as I have a good idea at this point how my quarter went. For the financial area of life, I am once again working on getting back to no spend days, since I am again trying to be very conscious of how I'm spending my money and trying to ensure that I am spending less than what I am bringing in income. So 3 days of no spend are going to help me, and how I define that are days where I do not spend anything other than what has already been pre-approved as a monthly or annual renewal or transaction. I also want to reconcile my spending log, as well as spend a little bit more time paying attention to the day-to-day spending that I am doing and pay my credit cards. I like doing this on a weekly basis because it keeps me in check with my spending as much as possible. For the physical environment area of life, I want to spend more time cleaning up the basement. And the reason also for this is the fact that my sister, who has been gone for over a month now, she is going to be coming back at the beginning of July. And so I'm going to have to return her room to her. So I need to make sure everything in that is also clean and ready for her return. And then as I am cleaning things up, I also want to go through and weed out anything that I truly don't need to keep here in Chicago or bring back to DC with me. If you have any questions about any of the goals I have set for myself, such as how I go about setting those goals and choosing them, or anything else, please drop a comment below. I'll be happy to answer your questions. And next up is my unboxing of my ProcrastiplannerEtc order from her celebration of 10,000 sale, as well as showing off the Budget Moms Live Rich Planner for 2021. It is an undated planner, and I'll share with you why I decided to go ahead and buy another planner. First up is the unboxing of ProcrastiplannerEtc, and it came in this very lovely metallic padded envelope because there are some thicker items in here. And I'm going to go ahead and open this off screen so I don't accidentally flash my parents' address. I do like this padded envelope. I've seen other shops use it. It is a very sturdy envelope and well sealed, so it can be a little interesting getting the things out. First up, we have this. And things are fabulously boxed. So yes, sticky notes. I'll show you in a moment. And then also this journal card, and I have some stickers in that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that. So in both packets, we have these lovely journal cards. So bigger size, smaller size, and they're just thank you cards. And this is the drawing that Capital Chic Designs did of Dren. I am so happy. This is such a gorgeous picture, and as well as Dren's contact information. I will link all of this below, so I hope you will check out her shop, and if you are attracted to any of them, go ahead and buy. Adrian's specialty within sticker shop and planner accessory world is creating things for authors and writers who like paper planning. She has also partnered with Sarah Cannon of Heart Breathings to create lines of stickers and other things that are targeted for the HB90 method. So if you're at all familiar with Heart Breathings and HB90, you definitely need to check out ProcrastiplannerEtc. So first up is this little journal card that's included, and it says, "May your word count be as strong as your coffee." Now, I don't drink coffee, but I make coffee generally to my dad's specifications. So the one time I made coffee at my first full-time job out of grad school, I was asked not to ever do that again. That was because I made it really strong. And so all of my coworkers who were used to weaker coffee were hyped up. So it was just kind of funny. And then I also bought this vinyl sticker that says, "Busy writing hot girl shit." Adrian actually has this available in a couple of colors, so I chose purple. I think red is one of the other colors. I'm not sure if there's anything besides purple and red, but I chose purple. And then I also have the mini book launch sampler of stickers. So these are all stickers that are associated with doing a book launch. And there are a couple of stickers in here that are also specific to if you are an indie author, since like end of sale, start of sale, you only have control over the pricing if you are an indie author. But sometimes your publisher will let you know when they're having a sale, so you can mark that too. And then I also bought the larger sticker sampler of that. And this is also a household icon sampler. So I thought that would be fun to check out. And then there's the self-care me time sampler. And here we go. And so here are some examples of what's on here. Craft time, tea time, be one with your couch. Paint, coffee break, order in, journal, exercise, read, podcast, new show, sleep, relax, cozy time, quarantini, mani-pedi, bubble bath, bike ride. There's a lot of really cute stuff in here. And then this is the Mystic sampler. I actually got two of those because I got it in the transparent as well as the regular matte sticker. So there's a lot of crystals and herbs and other things that are a bit more on the mystical side. And then this is a sampler of vinyl stickers that I really love. And honestly, I love this one in the top row. I'm not sure how this is going to be right or left when I put it up, but it's a unicorn with a mask spraying disinfectant, and right below it says, "I said 6 feet." I actually got the larger version of this for my coworkers as my Christmas/winter holiday present to them, and included it in my cards to them. So there is also a stack of books that says "Busy reading hot girl shit," an owl with a crown and large glasses. If you know Adrian, you know she loves owls. Then there's also a typewriter with a sheet of paper in it that says "Write." There is another smaller "Busy writing hot girl shit" in purple, and then a coffee cup, and it's an overhead shot showing the milk art or latte art. I can't remember what it's called. with the leaf and the heart. So it's really cute. And then the other things that I bought from Adrian is this selection of Post-it pads. So let me go ahead and show the green one. These are ones that are special for HB90. And at the bottom it says to do, doing, and done. So you can check those out and put these on your Kanban board, which is part of that particular process. I really, really love this order, and I'm so happy to have it and think about how I'm going to use this in my planner and in other ways that I can use stickers. So this is ProcrastiplannerEtc, and you can find her on Instagram as @ProcrastiplannerEtc. And again, I'll have all of this linked below. I hope you will check out the shop. It is on Etsy, and Adrian and the shop are absolutely fabulous. Next up is the 2021 Live Rich Planner from the Budget Mom. Now, I actually did an IGTV unboxing. You can find that over on my Instagram, which is @CraftingRubyDreams. I hope you will follow me over there if you don't already. And as I explained, I had not been planning on getting this planner at all until I saw the cover reveal here on the YouTube channel for the Budget Mom, which again, I will link below. And this cover just got me, because this cover reveal was right around the time that I was doing some exercises, and some imagery that kept coming up for me was sunflowers. So when I saw this sunflower design, I was like, I must have that. I will figure out a way to use this, but I must have that. And here's the back cover, and it's just so cute, and I really, really enjoy it. I'm not sure about this cover, the actual technical aspects of this cover, because I have a feeling that it's going to get a bit dented and dinged fairly easily, because it is not a laminated cover at all. It's just very thick cardstock, and it's very good thick cardstock, don't get me wrong, but there's not a whole lot other than its thickness and relative stiffness to prevent it from getting really dinged up. So there is that. But one of the benefits of this particular planner is that it is completely undated. So you have stickers that come with it that include the months, so that you can go ahead and put those on the tabs. And it is a 12-month calendar. And since it's undated, it also is 5 weeks per month, which is really nice. The monthly layout is completely empty. So including the fact that you can make this either a Monday start or a Sunday start. So if you like your monthlies to be on Sunday starts with your weeklies on Monday starts, like me, yes, I know it's weird, but that's how my brain works. I cannot do a monthly on a Monday start, but weeklies on a Monday start are perfectly fine with it. I can't explain it, but you can. So if you like Monday starts for everything, you can make this a Monday start. For the weeklies, it is an hourly layout. Here's the other nice thing. It's got the times, but it does not say AM or PM. So you can make this a 4 p.m. start at the top and end at 10:30 a.m. the next day if you work overnight shifts, and that's just how your days roll. So I would recommend this to those who are looking for that kind of flexibility as well. It also, because this is the Live Rich Planner and it is part of the budget by paycheck system, this is more stripped down in terms of budgeting worksheets than the budget by paycheck system. Like, I have the budget by paycheck workbooks in the booklet form. I actually did take those back to DC. So if you're looking for the deeper work of the budget paycheck system, this is not probably going to be for you. You're going to want to look at both the booklets as well as the bigger workbook. But this is something that could be useful for you if you're looking for a lighter entry into budgeting. So you may be wondering, because I was, how am I going to use this planner? And I'm not going to have it just to sit around just because I like the cover and the design, even though I do. But But what I'm thinking about using this for is using this as a time tracking system. I have been watching Sarah on Heart Breathings discuss how she is doing time tracking, and I kind of like the idea of having a better understanding of how I'm spending my time. I'm very different from her in that I have a full-time day job that is not writing related in any way, and I don't really feel the need to break out how I'm spending my time there, at least not at this point in time. Some of the things that I do outside of work might translate well into getting better and leveling up at the day job, but what I already do at the day job is what I'm comfortable with. So we'll see what happens, because we are hoping that we're going to be getting 2 new employees in my section, probably not until early next calendar year. But when that happens, whenever that happens, I will deal with the change in the demands on my time at the day job at that point. And I'm just going to let things ride until then. Outside of the day job, I really want to have a better idea as to how I'm spending my time, because I want to be more intentional with how I'm spending time with regards to working, as well as doing more intentional, relaxing, resting things. And I don't want to burn myself out, because I've been in burnout. It is not fun. I don't ever want to go back there. And so I just need to be very cognizant of how I'm choosing to spend my time, and making sure that my intellectual interest and emotional interests are being fed, and that I am doing the best for myself in order to be the best for you who are watching these videos, as well as the best for my family and my friends, and just making sure I am living as balanced of a life as possible, with the understanding that balance does not mean I'm spreading myself equally. It means that I am being fed in the ways that I need to be fed in order to give to others. So that's going to mean that there's going to be some pullback from giving to others and more time spent feeding myself at certain times of life. And then in other times of life, I may not need to feed myself as much in order to give out to others. So it's just making sure that I am bringing in as much as I need to send out to others. So balance doesn't actually mean equity in how energy is being spent in my life. So I don't need like all 8 areas of life with MäksēLife as an example. I do not need them all to be equal. I just need to feel that they are contributing at the level they need to be at, if that makes sense. I hope that does. Again, drop a comment if it doesn't, and I'll try to explain further. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me here at Crafting Ruby Dreams. I truly appreciate these choices that you make to spend your time with me and engage with me, because I know that you can be spending your time elsewhere. So the fact that you are choosing to be here means so much to me. I hope that if you have found anything in this video useful, that you will give it the like button so that YouTube knows to recommend this video to others. Again, drop comments if you have any questions, or let me know what videos you would like to see from me in the future, including if you would like me to do a review of any shops you might be interested in, or any planners. I'd be happy to see what my budget allows to do that for you as well. And now, on this side of my face, you will see my face, which you can click to subscribe to my channel. And on this side are a couple of videos that I think you might be interested in. Thanks so much for joining me, and may all your dreams be Ruby dreams. Bye-bye.